Hi, and welcome to MindStaq. In this video, we'll explore the scorecard app and how it helps you connect your big picture goals with the actual work your teams are doing every day. Let's first begin by discussing who the scorecard is intended for and its purpose. The scorecard app is designed for executives, helping them track strategic objectives and see how various projects contribute to those goals. You might wonder, what exactly does a scorecard do? Well, in short, it connects your daily project work to your company's strategic objectives, shows you in real time whether you're making progress on what matters most, gives everyone visibility into how their work contributes to success, and helps you make smarter decisions with actual data to back it up. So let's dive into it. First, let's locate the scorecard app in the side navigation of MindStaq and click on it. Once here, you'll see three main tabs at the top: Programs, Scorecards, and Insights. Consider this area your central hub for ensuring everything stays in line with your organization's broader ambitions. In this video, we're going to focus on the Programs tab. Programs bring together related projects, initiatives, or activities under a single management approach to pursue bigger strategic or business goals. Organizing similar projects into programs allows organizations to check if their work aligns with their overall objectives. You can picture programs as smart folders that track progress towards major goals. So below these three tabs at the top, you'll see the different program cards that we are a part of. Let's look at the Microsoft Partnership Excellence program card as an example. So each program card has the name of the program, the due date, the progress bar that shows the overall completion percentage of that program, the status indicator, such as in progress or not started, and then the type of program. Above the program cards, we have filtering options. You can search for different programs by name, show the active programs, filter by program type, or even sort it. Now let's see how we can look at a program's details. From the Programs tab, locate the program card which you want to see the details of. For this example, we're going to look at the Microsoft Partnership Excellence program. Okay, there's two ways you can click into the program to see the details. You can either click on the program card itself or the pencil icon. In this scenario, we're going to click the pencil icon to bring us into the program. At the top, you'll see the program name with a gear icon that'll bring you into the program settings. Below that, you'll see a couple different columns. The first column is your objectives, then your key results, and then any projects that are linked to your key results. So if you click on the first objective, you'll see the key results for that objective. We have three different key results for this one objective, and in order for us to close that objective, we need to complete all of these three key results. Now, if you click on the key results, you'll see the projects that are linked to that key result. So if you click through the other ones, you can see they're all linked up to that one Microsoft co-sell pipeline activation project. Now let's go back to the home screen of the Programs tab, and let's show you how to create a program from scratch. So to do that, click on the Add Program button in the top right corner. First, let's add a title for our new program that we're creating. And then if you look to the bottom right-hand corner of this screen, you'll see two buttons. You'll see a Suggest OKRs. If you click this, MindStaq AI will suggest OKRs for you. And then the other is a Create Empty Program button. We're going to click this so we can create our own OKRs. Once you click that button, you'll land on the program homepage here. At the top, you'll see the program name, and then the gear icon that will bring us into the program settings, which we're going to click on now. In here, you'll see a few different things. We'll have our program title. You can make any changes to the name here if you need to. You can assign a program manager and an executive sponsor. And then you'll see some program details such as the status, so it's currently active, but if you want to change the status, you can do so by clicking this drop down over on the right. Now we need to select a program type. In this case, it's a compliance program, so we're going to select compliance as our type. And then we're going to give it a start date and end date. Below that, we have our description for the program, so we're going to add that in, and then click Save. Now we populated our program with the details, gave it a start and end date, and now it's time to add some objectives and key results. Now let's create an objective for our program. To do so, in the first column, click the plus icon under Objectives. Let's give our objective a title. Select the target completion date. In this case, we're going to leave it in October, but you can change the month by clicking on this icon to the right. And then let's give a description for this objective. and then click Save. After clicking Save, you can see our objective appears in the Objectives column. To add a key result, you can do so by clicking that objective, and then you'll see a plus icon in the Key Results column where we can start adding our key results. We're going to add our first key result. We're going to give it a title, select the delivery owner, give it a start date and end date. So let's say we want this completed this week. Give it a priority. This is high. And then a review status, we're going to say proposed. We'll give it a description and click Save. Now we added our first key result. Let's add another one here. Hit the plus icon again. Let's give it a title. Select the delivery owner. Start date and end date. Let's say this is due next week, and we're going to start it next week as well. Give it a priority. This one's a little bit less priority, so hit medium. And then review status, we're going to hit proposed again. Give it a description and click Save. Now you can see here we have both key results we just created. Now we need to link up our key results to a project that we have in our workspace. To do so, click on the key result you want to link first, hit the pencil icon, and now in the details page, you'll see a new tab called Projects. Click on Projects, locate the project that you would like to link. Once you selected it from the drop-down menu, click Save. Now you'll see that this key result here in the key results column is now linked up to this project. Now to link up another one, click that project, hit the edit icon, click the projects tab, and let's locate the next project that we want to link to this key result. Once you find it, click Save, and you'll see now both key results are linked up to projects. With our OKRs now connected to projects, it's essential to implement effective progress tracking for these key results. This can be done through metric tracking or by associating a key result with a project task group in one of the projects we just linked. First, let's enable metric tracking on a key result. To enable metric tracking for a particular key result, click on the edit icon next to it. In here, below the title, you'll see an Enable Metric Tracking checkbox. Click that, and then you'll see a few different fields that appear. You'll see expected value, actual value, unit, less is better, and more is better. Now let's enter our target in the expected value field and what we're measuring in the actual value field. So in this key result scenario, we're measuring the amount of certificates that people pass. So let's say for this key result, we need 4 people to pass certificates in order to complete this key result. So we're going to type 4 for our expected value. Our actual value is what we're measuring, like I just said. So in this case, every time someone passes a certificate, we're going to increase that value. So right now we're going to leave it at 0 because let's say no one passed these certificates yet. Then if you look to the right for unit, that is what we're tracking. That's what we're measuring. So in this case, we're measuring the amount of people that are going to pass Microsoft certifications. So let's type certificates for our unit. Then if you look above unit, we have our less is better and more is better radio button. Choosing the correct direction is crucial for effective key results tracking. Metrics such as revenue or customer satisfaction are considered more is better as higher numbers signal improvement. Meanwhile, figures like error rates or response times indicate success when they decrease. This falls under less is better. Defining this aspect helps ensure everyone is aligned and focused on relevant performance indicators. But in this scenario, in this key result that we're tracking, we're going to select more is better because as our actual value increases, more is better. So once we select more is better with the radio button, let's scroll down and click Save. Once you click Save on that key result that you enable metric tracking, in the top right corner of that key result, you'll see now 0 out of 4 certificates. Okay? Our progress bar is still showing not started because no one passed their certificates yet. So let's go back in and let's adjust our metric tracking. Let's say someone completed a certificate, and so that means we need to adjust our actual value. So let's increase it to 1. When we click Save, you'll now see the progress bar is updated based on the metric tracking we just updated. So now we have 1 out of 4 certificates are passed, and you'll see our progress bar went up to 25%. Let's say someone else passed another certificate. Let's go in here and adjust the actual value to 2. Go down and click Save, and you'll see our key result card is now being updated based on the number of certificates we passed. Keep in mind, though, when you have enabled metric tracking enabled, that means it's a manual update process, and that's the responsibility of your program manager. They need to go into your key result and manually update the expected and actual values based on what you're measuring. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, if we turn on metric tracking for a specific key result, why do we link it to a project? Well, that's a great question. So that's when our task group tracking and linking that to a specific key result comes into play. So whenever we link a project to a key result, it is now the responsibility of the project manager of that specific project you link to the key result to link that key result now to a task group within that project. Like I just mentioned, now it's the responsibility of the project manager to link that key result to a specific task group inside of that project. So I'm going to show you how to do that here right from this screen. Click on the key result that we want to link up task group tracking to. For this example, we're going to select this second key result from our list here. And then if you're a part of this project here in your workspace, and you click the pencil icon here, this will bring you right into the actual project. So let's do so by clicking the pencil icon. And now we're going to land on the specific project that we linked to that key result. Now what the project manager would have to do is go to the OKR section and find that objective we're created, which is the Develop Certified Expertise Across Microsoft Solution Areas. Click on that, and then you'll see that key result we have linked up to this project. To link a specific task group to this key result, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is click the pencil icon on that key result, and you'll see at the top of that key result, there's a task group section. Here, you'll search for that task group by typing the name. Once you find that task group from the list, click the Add button next to it, and then click Save. Now you'll see that this key result is automatically updated by the progress of the task group you just linked to it. So if we go back to our scorecard and the program we are creating, let's look at the objectives and then look now at our key result that we just linked to a specific task group. It's the second one on this list here, and now you'll see that this task group is sitting at 38% complete. It automatically updated this key result. So if you look over at our objective now, our objective has 2 key results, and the overall completion percentage for that objective is now showing at 44% based on the overall progress for both of these key results. Now, one other thing I want to mention is if you have a linked task group to a specific key result and you enable metric tracking, you'll see what happens here. So let's just say we need 2 people to pass certificates and 1 out of 2 people have passed so far. So when we click Save here, you'll see that now our metric tracking that we enabled and turned on for this key result is now overriding the task group progress. That's because when you turn on Enable Metric Tracking, that's going to override any task group that you have linked to a key result. So let's turn that back off. And now you'll see our overall completion percentage is now going off of our task group that we have linked earlier. That brings us to the end of our program demo within the scorecard application. Please check back later for additional videos on our scorecard application. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.